Look at this city, guys. Pretty awesome, huh? So Waxhaw, North Carolina is obviously known for its small town charm, and I would say small town feel as well. But what if I told you there is a spot here that most locals do not even know about, and there's probably some areas you want to steer clear of? Well, folks, Waxhaw is one of the most sought after suburbs near Charlotte, North Carolina. And in this video, we're going to see some adorable small town places we're going to see firsthand. But also I want to show you some higher crime areas that may be a deal breaker for your decision to live in this awesome town. By the way, friends, I get calls and texts every day from people like you looking to buy or sell in my market. So go ahead and reach out via the phone number right on the screen in front of you, and go ahead and give me a call or text me on the phone number. And pause, I'm gonna let you do that. Go ahead and reach out. I am here to help you on your real estate journey and find the perfect home for you and your family, and answer any questions that you have about our hometown. Now let's go ahead and dive in and see everything you need to know about living in this beautiful city of Waxhaw, North Carolina.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a walking tour through historic downtown Waxhaw, which is one of the most charming and walkable small town centers in the entire Charlotte region, I would say. Now, Waxhaw was originally settled in the 1700s and became officially a town in the 1880s, and it was named after the Waxhaw Native American tribe that once called this region home. Now, what you're going to notice right away is the historic character that has been beautifully preserved. Of course, there's tons of brick storefronts still, there's cast iron signs, and a lot of original structures that date back over a century, which is incredible. Now, as you walk through the heart of town, you're walking alongside a ton of history too, because this was once a railroad hub, and the town still leans into that railroad heritage. You still have trains going by down the middle occasionally, as you'll see in a minute, potentially. And the pedestrian bridge that runs over the train tracks is a local landmark too, so if you do catch a train coming through while you're standing on it, it's something you won't forget. Super shaky, but pretty cool, and this is one of the reasons I chose this spot as my intro and conclusion place, because it's pretty iconic. And this is also one of the most photographed spots in Waxhaw, and is especially popular with families and photographers. Waxhaw has become a destination in recent years, probably since 2020, 2019. It's become super popular, and I would say not just for its charm, but for the community it offers. You're going to see a lot of boutiques, antique shops, locally owned restaurants, and cozy cafes. I actually know closely a couple of the owners here, and they're great. Many of the businesses here are family run and have been passed down for generations as well. So whether you're popping into a store for some handmade goods, maybe grabbing a cup of coffee like me, or chatting with a local artist, it really feels like everyone knows everyone here. Even though it's a really growing town, it's still got that small town feel. And don't be surprised if you stumble onto a local event while you're walking through, because this town does host a lot of seasonal festivals throughout the year. You're going to have Autumn Treasures in the fall, which is a huge draw with craft vendors lining the streets. There's also Jammin' by the Tracks, which brings live music downtown during the summer, and of course the classic 4th of July parade, which brings out the entire community. Now, this is the kind of place where you show up for the event, but stay for the people. You really get to know your neighbors. And Waxhaw also does a really great job of maintaining a balance between honoring the past and moving into the future. You're going to notice a lot of murals and markers that celebrate this town's heritage, but you're also going to find a lot of new businesses and energy everywhere you turn. So I would say there's this feeling that Waxhaw is growing, but growing thoughtfully, if I were to put it into words. Now, whether you're coming for the day, maybe you're going to house hunt, like we're going to show you one to do it, actually, a brand new construction home that is within walking distance of Waxhaw, or maybe you're just curious what small town life looks like just outside of Charlotte. And I don't think I mentioned this, but you're only 45 minutes outside of uptown Charlotte, even less sometimes if there's not bad traffic. Really close to areas like Fort Mill. You're not too far from the highway. You're a lot of stuff, but you're kind of out of that main hustle and bustle that the busyness of Charlotte and the Carolinas offer. So this walkable downtown area is the best place to start. It's kind of a breath of fresh air from some of the more urban metro parts of the greater Charlotte region. It's super safe, welcoming, and always evolving. Waxhaw is one of the safest, if not the safest, suburb of Charlotte. So this is the kind of place you can picture spending Saturday mornings at, browsing the farmer's market, catching up with neighbors, or relaxing on a patio with live music in the background. This place really is the heart of Waxhaw. I would definitely say if you don't have time for anything else, just walk through the downtown here, stop at a couple local shops. You're going to get a really amazing feel. And if you want to move to this area, let me know. I'm happy to show you some homes. Still some decently priced ones within, 4 or 5 minutes of the downtown area here, and some pretty well priced ones within walking distance, but you're going to pay a little bit more naturally. But otherwise, hope you enjoyed this walking tour, and let's go ahead and move on to some of the other amazing hotspots in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now this is Waxhaw Downtown Park, and I really enjoyed walking through here. It was super peaceful. Tons of moms with kids walking through. I didn't get too much of the playground because I didn't want to be filming a bunch of kids, because that might have scared some of the moms. So I didn't really get too close to them, but I think you can see from a distance the playground and the kids areas are super great. And the Waxhaw Downtown Park is kind of right in the heart of downtown. The downtown park here is a great place to just stop and relax, maybe have a picnic, take the kids. And with its central location, this park is often setting for community events nearby. You have some food truck rallies that happen here sometimes, and live music that often takes place. There's also a playground for kids, as I mentioned. Lots of open space to relax or picnic, and the walking paths that connect to the nearby greenways are amazing too. And this little park is a quiet retreat in the middle of town and a great place for both locals and visitors to gather. You're going to find people here with dogs, strollers, and just enjoying a coffee from one of the nearby cafes. I think I was here on a Wednesday morning and it was still, hopping. It wasn't insane, but there was still people there hanging out. So it was a good community. And not to mention, this is also a short stroll to all the local shops and restaurants that Waxhaw offers. So you can just take a break here and then keep exploring. Provisions Waxhaw here is a local favorite. It is actually a gourmet market with focus on locally sourced products. You're going to find everything from specialty jams and sauces to gifts, kitchenware, and even locally roasted coffee. It's the kind of place where you pop in for one thing and walk out with a bag full of new finds. They also carry Waxhaw branded merchandise and often feature local artisans, and this also makes it a great place to grab a souvenir or housewarming gift on the go. Now, this museum gives you a deep dive into the region's roots. The Museum of the Waxhaws highlights the history of the Waxhaw people, who were the early settlers, and even President Andrew Jackson, who was born right nearby. Now, this is a small but meaningful museum that tells the story of how this area came to be. And it's a great stop if you're a history buff as well, or just want to understand this town's heritage a bit more. There was a children's tour going on when I was there, so I couldn't go into a deep dive, but still a great place to visit if you want to see Waxhaw's history. Now, if you are craving Mediterranean, Greco Fresh Grill is a popular lunch and dinner spot serving up gyros, salads, and platters made fresh daily. This is really a quick and casual local favorite with tons of flavor, and locals do rave about their tzatziki sauce and their grilled pita sandwiches. So if you're exploring downtown and need a great spot to eat, like I did as you can see, this is a can't miss. Now, David G. Barnes Park here is tucked right in the heart of Waxhaw and is perfect for families and kids. Features a really nice playground, splash pad, shaded benches, and picnic tables. You have bathrooms here as well right next to it. And this is ideal for a relaxing afternoon or letting kids run around. And during summer weekends, you're going to often see families gathering here while live music plays nearby, or maybe during farmers market mornings. It really is close to everything too, so it's a great spot to rest while enjoying the town. And also right on the other side of Greco Fresh Grill if you want to grab a bite and head right here. Stepping into Waxhaw Antique Mart is like taking a walk through time. This place is packed with tons of character and charm, truly enjoyed walking through. And then wall to wall, there's vintage treasures everywhere, old furnitures, collectibles, home decor, and more. It's one of those places where you'll never know what you'll find, maybe a 1950s kitchen set, Civil War era memorabilia, or a retro sign that will look perfect in your home office. It's a local favorite as well for everyone stopping by this beautiful town, especially for weekend browsers and antique hunters who love to dig through the past to find something truly unique. And with its prime location right in downtown, it's easy to pop in during your stroll through town. Now, if you have a sweet tooth like myself, Waxhaw Creamery is your go-to. They serve handmade small batch ice cream in classical and seasonal flavors. Locals love this place, especially on warm afternoons. I got a blackberry dairy-free sundae while I was here and it was amazing. Now, I stopped here on a Wednesday, so it wasn't happening, but held on Saturdays, the Waxhaw's former market is a lively spot for fresh produce, homemade bread, local honey, and tons more. It's a true community market where you can chat with farmers, artisans, and neighbors. It's great, but mighty. Now, this is a nostalgic shop that feels like stepping back in time. Waxhaw General Store carries a mix of old-fashioned candy, toys, home goods, and more. It's one of those places that kids and adults both enjoy, and it's right in the middle of downtown, making it an easy and fun stop during your visit to Waxhaw, North Carolina. Now, Waxhaw Mule Barn is one of the town's most iconic historic buildings, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It used to serve as an actual mule barn back in the day when Waxhaw was heavily agricultural. These days, it's been repurposed into a charming mix of vendor space, event venue, antique market. You're going to find local makers here, vintage booths, and even seasonal events like pop-up holiday markets inside. It's rustic, authentic, and it's a great example of how Waxhaw celebrates its past while building a lively, community-focused future. Now, this is one of Waxhaw's newest residential communities located just outside of downtown. You can almost walk to downtown depending on how much you want to walk. And with craftsman-style homes and easy walkability to shops and restaurants, this neighborhood is great for people looking to be a part of the action but still enjoying a peaceful setting. It's ideal for young families or maybe even downsizers looking for a low-maintenance community with some charm.
Well, folks, Waxhaw, North Carolina is one of the most sought-after suburbs in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today we are touring this brand new construction home that is right down the road from the heart of Waxhaw, the beautiful historic downtown Waxhaw. And friends, this home has all the modern finishes you could expect in a new construction home, but the convenience of small town living.
All right, friends, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this beautiful new construction home located just a short walk from downtown Waxhaw. Now, this home combines modern design with small town living, so you're going to be super close to all the shops, parks, and best local restaurants, all within minutes of Waxhaw. And as you walk in, you're going to be greeted with a wide open floor plan, high ceilings, and tons of natural light. And the kitchen is probably one of the best spots in the home. It features quartz countertops, a really massive island. The video doesn't do it justice. And also has custom cabinetry. And it's going to be perfect for hosting guests or everyday family life. Now there's also a super spacious dining area that could easily hold a big farmhouse table, and just off the living room, you're going to get access to a covered patio, giving you a great indoor-outdoor flow. The front porch is amazing too. You can sit there and you can watch the trains go by, or even just hop on down to Waxhaw because you're a short walk to it. And upstairs, the primary suite is a retreat with tray ceilings, a luxurious bathroom, and walk-in closet. And the additional bedrooms are bright and versatile, ideal for a home office, guest space, or maybe even a playroom. There's even a loft space in the middle there. I would call it maybe like a half floor type of thing, but you could use it as a loft. Maybe you could use it as a like a second living area for someone. I would even say it could be maybe a moving room or a reading nook or a second living area or something. So this home is full of opportunity, move-in ready, and walkable. The best of Waxhaw. I actually walked from here and timed it to the home to downtown Waxhaw, and it was like less than 60 seconds to get to, the edge of downtown, historic downtown Waxhaw. So super close. You're going to be super happy with the location, and really pretty great price for a new build here in Waxhaw. So if you're curious about this listing, about this home, or about any others in the area that might be within your budget, go ahead and let me know. Shoot me a text or give me a call at the number on the screen, and I'm happy to show you this home and more. Alrighty, so as I mentioned at the beginning, while most of Waxhaw is incredibly safe and family friendly, but like any town, there are a few spots you're going to want to be aware of. Now, King Creek Park, for example, while beautiful, has seen a few isolated incidents in recent years. You're going to see a map of the crime rates here in a minute, and it just kind of shows the different parts of Waxhaw that maybe have a little bit more higher crime than others. Now, King Creek, for example, is still a nice spot for outdoor recreation, but just be mindful, especially at dusk. So, like any growing town, Waxhaw does have pockets that are more desirable than others. So if you are planning to move here, make sure you go and connect with someone who really knows the area, like myself, so you can make the best choice for your lifestyle, safety, and family.
Hi friends, we're finishing up our tour of Waxhaw, North Carolina today underneath the Waxhaw water tower. And if you found this video helpful, friends, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel for as much content about the Carolinas as you can possibly want. My wife and I post every week videos on buying, selling, or investing here in the Carolinas, Charlotte, Upper South Carolina, and we would love to help you on your journey. So with that being said, pause, stop right there, because I want you to go ahead and reach out to me via the number on the screen if you are thinking about buying or selling or investing in the next, I'd say, year or two, and I can help you on your real estate journey. So I help folks discover my city every single day, so it would be an honor to help you discover ours and help you and your family through your next move. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a blessed day, and we will see you soon when we show you our beautiful hometown.